Yes, today, today is a great day. Today is a Good Friday. You know, it's a very painful day, and very sacred day also. That day, Jesus passed away. He left his physical body, though he is alive today also. I convey my best regard to Jesus Christ. So now I'll discuss. I want to discuss with love. Love. It is a very well-known word around the world. So love is actually it is the essence of spirituality. It is a essence of that spirituality, just like the butter is the essence of milk. The butter is the essence of milk. Like the spirituality, if you culture the spirituality, if you practice the spirituality, then ultimately we will gain the love. We will achieve the love, and it is the ultimate. So that is why it is termed as a love is Lord. There is no another Lord. There is no other Lord. Love itself is Lord. So love is Lord, and here love stands for pure love. That is divine love. The that is I will explain this pure love. That is a divine love. You know that the love may be classified into two categories. It can be classified into two categories. One is say worldly love, that is self worldly love, that is love with some expectations in return. I love you with some desire or with some expectation in return. That is called worldly love. Worldly love, and we are everybody knows that. And another one, that is selfless love. That is selfless love. That is pure love. That is divine love. So here God resides in divine love. So we are very much well known with this worldly love. That is always we are practicing worldly love, love with some expectations. This worldly love has always a boundary, that limits to a few, like our family members or relatives, etc. It limits the worldly love. It limits our love to our family or to our friends. It has a boundary. So it is a finite love. This love creates bondages. As a result, our liberation ceases, and so we experience the pain, sorrows. These are the things. On the contrary, pure love, that is divine love, it has got no limitations. It is infinite. It is infinite love, which causes absolute bliss. Absolute bliss. This spiritual love, the spiritual love generates a positive vibration within us. The spiritual love generates a positive vibration within us, which moves around the world, which has no limitation. So we have to remind that spiritual life has a movement, but worldly life is stagnant. Worldly life is stagnant. It stops with our family and with our friends, like that. But spiritual love, it does not. It is so infinity. So moves. It moves everywhere. Even it engulfs to all over the world. Since worldly love means the love with some expectations, so that is, it must be stagnant. And the divine love gives us happiness, content, that is satisfaction, joy, cheerfulness. So this is the benefits of the divine love, which gives us happiness, content, joy. This love, that is selfless love. Divine love means selfless love. Selfless love without any reason. Love for love's sake. There is no other reason. I love you only for love's sake. In return, I do not want anything. That is for love's sake. That is selfless love. That is divine love, or it is pure love. So, in this divine love, there is no room for any expectation or desire. This divine love, do you know, this divine love actually it helps us to stay healthy, both physically and mentally also. It is it gives us a pure health for both physical and mentally. So you see, if we love selflessly to anyone, and that person hurt us, but in that case also, it will not disturb our mental peace. Divine love, it is the nature of the divine love. If we love selflessly to anyone or any person, if any person hurt us, but in that case also, I will not be disturbed. I will not be disturbed in our mental peace. But persons, the person who hated me or who jealous to us will be turned into love. Will his jealousy or his hatredness will be turned into love, because love is contagious. Love itself is contagious. It flows. It flows without without any boundaries. Actually, love is the most powerful weapons. That love is the most powerful weapons that can conquer the people's mind very easily, in anywhere, in any place of the world. So it is a very powerful weapon. So selfless love, actually, you see, selfless love is loving people without any expectation. Just I told you, if expectations is not fulfilled, then if expectation is not fulfilled, that always hurt. So loving selflessly gives us happiness. If you love with some expectations, and then if expectations is not fulfilled, then we will hurt. But if we love selflessly, if our expectation does not fulfilled also, then also we will feel happiness, we'll feel bliss. And most importantly, it generates the positive vibration, just I told you. So when we love a person selflessly without any desire, we will attain the mental peace. Even if that person hurts me, that's also mental peace will not be hampered. Moreover, the person who is hatred me, he will be converted, he will be changed. He will be changed. It is a so powerful phenomenon. But the question is how you will, how the love is generating within our heart. But everybody's heart is generating the love, but the love is obstructed by our desires or by our expectations. Then it goes the impurities. Then it is impurities, and that it is not the pure love. So if there is no expectations, then only the divine love flows. So By achieving this divine love, by achieving the divine love, how we will proceed? We will have to realize first. It is most important thing. If we do not realize that who am I, where from I am, where from I have come in this earth, and who am I, and who, then that is the main question, who am I? If I got the answer, then only I will see that only one I exists. You see, that I, which is everybody's I, is the same I. We have one I, that I am going, I am walking, I am sleeping, I am eating, I am enjoying, but I am doing many things, but that I is constant. And that constant in nature, that I is called Brahma. In Upanishad, it is told like that Aham Brahmashmi, that I am that Brahma. So that I is never changes, and that I is residing within us. But here, there is no room for two eyes. But there is no room for two eyes. In our heart, only one eye will exist, that is God, that is Brahma, that is your actual identity, that who you are. That is our actual identity. So to know that I, to know that real I is realization. To know that real I is called realization. This is why it is said that love unifies our individual self to the universal self. The love unifies from individuality to universality. So we have to understand that what is I, that I is actually one, and that is oneness. Vedanta philosophy believes in universal oneness, not universal brotherhood, universal, but universal oneness. I, you, he, she, all are one. This is the main thing, that oneness, and we have to realize this oneness. Oneness means that the real I exists. I only exist. That I is termed as Brahma or Atman or self. Here, this I has no vibration. But remember it, this I has no vibration, the real I. In the real I, there is no vibration at all. It is still, it is steady and still, and that is Brahma. If that I become mine, or I become me, or I become we, then vibration begins. Then the vibration begins, and that results the creation starts, that the world creation starts. When there is no vibration, that I, if there is no vibration, then it is a Brahma, where there is no question of any creativity or any creation. But when that I becomes me, or I becomes we, then vibration starts. And then vibration starts, then it means then creation begins. And the world appears before us. And this world, what we are observing, that world, it is appearing before us. So, and at the output, we are feeling the pain, sorrow, or joy. Everything will be there. When there is a creation, there will be joy, sorrows, pain, everything will be there. So in order to overcome this pain, sorrows, and joys, so what to do? We have to remain with ourself. We have to remain with self. We have every individual self, and that is Atman. We have to remain with that Atman. We have to remain with that Brahma, or we have to remain with that self. To enjoy absolute bliss and eternal love, we must have to realize this. We must have to stay with this oneness, the feeling of oneness, that is the self, that I and you are not two. I and you are one, always one. That the name and the shape, name and the form are the different. Only this is the different, that name and the form. And there is nothing difference. And everything is one. So oneness means only one. And it prevails in I, that is I. I becomes the I becomes the that I becomes the world, that is so this I presents everywhere. This I is present everywhere. So this is the main thing that Vedanta speaks, that about oneness, that we have to feel, we have to realize that there is not 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are only one, and that one is I, and I is what I am observing, what I am observing in this world. This is nothing but the apparent projection of ourself. This world is nothing but the apparent projection of ourself. As I am, so the world is. Our thoughts, our thoughts are manifested as this world. So we have to keep close watch. We have to keep the close watch to our thoughts. The thoughts are generating, the thoughts are arising out from our inside. So what are these thoughts, and where from these thoughts are coming out, and what is the nature of that thought? Actually, it is said anahat brahma, anahat nad brahma, that is omkar, om. Only that om, that omkar sound is coming within ourselves. It is generating within ourselves, and it is called anahat, and it does not hurt anything. It is spontaneous, it is spontaneously arising within ourselves, that omkara, that omkara. That omkara, when that is there is I, then only that omkara, and this om has become omkar, that is ahankar, that is ego. And that ego, from that ego, this world starts, world beginnings. So how the world is? The world is nothing but our thoughts. So we have to keep close watch to our thoughts, the source from where the thoughts are coming. We have to go that source. If we observe our source from where thoughts are arising out, then you will see the thought ceases. Thought will be stopped. Thought process will be stopped. And then we will be one. And then we will be only one. And that one will feel that oneness. It is a most important factor. Nothing is in the outside. Everything is within ourselves, within our inside. What is not inside, that is not outside. What is not inside, that is in our inside, there is only the thing, that I, the real I, the actual I, that is our real nature, that is our original identity. But we lost our identity due to our innumerable thoughts. The thoughts are, that is why that meditation processes, as pranayam, everything is necessary to control, to overcome these thought effects. However, that is the main thing. We have to we have to do practices, everything, as because to reach that love. Ultimate goal is to love, that because it is the essence of spirituality. When you attain that position, then you will see that love. You see in case of our Lord Jesus, he was the embodiment of love. He had been crucified so brutally, so cruelly. He was crucified. Even then, he prayed to Almighty that please, oh Father, they don't know what they are doing. Please forgive them. You see how lovable he is. His enemy, they are crucifying the God, the Jesus, but Jesus is praying for welfare of them, for benefit of them. That God, he's praying that, oh Lord, they do not know what they are doing. You forgive them. So this is love, and this can be attained at the supreme level, and we can reach there. We can reach there if we want to reach. If we want to achieve, we can do it surely. So today I am not going further. I will conclude here itself. Dear Yuri, hello.
Yes, Pradeep.
Yes,
Pranam.
this much Pradeep present. So Jai Bhagavan.
Pradeep Roy, could you take some questions from the devotees?
No, you understand now these things. You please
Oh, okay.
you will give this their answers.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your
Okay. Okay. Thank you all.
and your energy.
Okay. Okay. Good night.
Jai Bhagavan.
Jai Bhagavan.
Bye, Pradeep.
Ram. Ram.